Okay, in this episode, I'm going into the knives I use while camping um, and various cutting tools. There's quite a few different things I feel are necessary. Some people it's overkill. Some people they'll say, "Oh, I got 10 times more than that." But these are the basic things that I have while I'm camping. Okay. Now I'll go into the knives in a bit. Okay, your cutting tools is your scissors. I got two different sizes. Your can openers, potato peeler, and obviously to sharpen all your knives and stuff, you're gonna have. I have two different types of knife sharpeners. It's inexpensive. You could bolt this into a tabletop if you had room. This is a little portable one you can put in your backpack. So you got the knife sharpener here. But what I liked about this is also on these two corners is a sharpener for scissors. A scissors sharpener on those two corners. This was only about $5. Okay, and on the end it has a glass cutter here. And this is to put on the edge of the glass after you cut it to snap the glass. So I got that in Mexico recently. I was down there at my dentist, and it was, like I said, it was only $5 or $6. Okay, basic cutlery. Like I say, I just have what I consider sheer basics. Your butter knife, steak knife, a larger knife for cutting like chicken breasts and stuff like that, and it's very sharp. This one's a nice serrated edge. This is for your biggest meats like turkey. If you want to slice it up, you want a nice big knife like that. That's Cutco. It's like a lifetime guarantee on the Cutco, and this is also Cutco. This is a basic dicer. It's not big enough to be a butcher knife, not heavy enough, but it's a good dicer. And a fish fillet knife. So those are my basic eating knives. And the other things I have, this is a sharp, very sharp Damascus steel knife. And it's very, very sharp. I mean, you can cut rope within one slice. No big deal. I don't know if you can see that grain in there. With this Damascus steel is hand forged, and this one was folded 20 times by the blacksmith. It's all blacksmith made, and each time he'd have to quelch it, heat it up, fold it over, hammer it, and then quelch it, and then do that process 20 times. And the way you can tell the real Damascus steel versus something that's, say, an acid etched blade is you look on the edge with a magnifier, and that's how I determined this was folded 20 times. You'll see tiny little lines if you get in there with like a 20 power magnifier, and nice scalloped edge added to the edge of the blade. Nice sheath. That's all hand tooled leather, and like I say, a nice camp knife. You always want at least one. Nice big handle, which I like. A pocket knife is always good to have. You can just throw it in your pocket, doesn't take up any room, or have a sheath on you. This one I like just because it has the eagle on the blades, and it's got all nice brass inlay. That'll do the trick. Everyone's different as far as what they like, but you don't need 20 pocket knives. I just have that one. That's all I use. And then these are my throwing knives, which basically is just a hobby. I was going to do a demonstration. I did a video on throwing these. These are Zeal. They're 13-inch. These are professional grade. You can enter competitions and everything with these. 13-inch. Let me just show you. Now, I can't throw. I'm trying to do this on the smartphone. I can't throw them, right now. I did another video on these Zeal knives and throwing against the target. I don't even have a target set up right now, but I plan on getting one set up. Okay. Other things related to knives, obviously, or blades, is you need a hatchet. And I actually have 2 or 3 different ones. you want a saw. This is a little bow saw, and I also have a carpenter saw, which I didn't get out. And then also with knives, this is a Bowie knife here. That's what's called a clip point Bowie, right there. That's got a 1/4 inch thick blade, and that's almost 10 inches long, the blade itself, and a 1/4 inch thick. So this is a very heavy duty knife for camping. And basically, I'm just showing you right here, you can use it by just getting another, you can use it as a splitter, log splitter basically. And you're just going to be hammering down on the edge with another log, or you can just basically be doing something like this. Okay, and then cut it in half. So this is a true camp knife, and they call it a Bowie knife. It was named after a man named Bowie in the Mexican War. He was fought the Mexicans down in Texas, and he came up with this overall design. So this is a true heavy-duty Bowie knife, 1/4 inch blade. It has its own sheath too. So anyway, that's basically it. That's my cutlery that I have while camping. I'm sure I missed some things. I also have a gas generator, so I can run a reciprocating saw and a jigsaw and some of that kind of stuff. A special cutter for doing trim and stuff like that. But this is the sheer basics, and I'm sure some of you are going to have more than this, and some are going to have less. Especially with the cutlery, there's a ton of different types of knives, but if you're camping, you need at least the basics. This is just showing you what I basically have. If you're in a home or anything, you could have, you know, a ton of other things. So anyway, I hope you liked this episode. And this is Eagle Eric in the Sonoran Desert, signing out.